Well, hello, Sunday Bible Fellowship Shepherd leaders. This is your monthly video update for the month of August. Now, as you know, Sunday, September 25th is the date that we have been targeting to relaunch our Sunday morning weekly group meetings for the SBF ministry. Now, this month's video update contains some good news and some bad news. I'll start with the bad news. It does look like we are likely going to be having another delay in the completion of our building project. Now, the good news is that we are going to still plan on resuming on September 25th our weekly Sunday morning meetings for all of our adult groups, for our student SBF groups, as well as all of our children SBF groups. We're not going to change the date. We're still planning to relaunch all of that on September 25th. Let me tell you what's happened. We're having some significant problems with our general contractor, and that is what has been causing these building delays. Now, we're going to hold a town hall meeting on Wednesday night, August 10th, in which we're going to give a full update on everything that's happened, more fully explain the problems that we're having with our general contractor and why it's leading to all of these delays. So all of that information will be coming on August 10th. But that has caused this project to take longer than a project like this would normally take. Now, all of the problems that we're having are problems that we're going to be able to work through. We are going to get into this new building soon, but it has created more delays than the builders were originally anticipating. When they first told us that the August 14th move-in date was no longer realistic, they were very confident that they would be done with the building and ready for us to move in by mid-September. Now that they are coming back and telling us that September 25th is no longer a realistic move-in date, what we have decided is that we're going to go ahead and make plans for your groups to start meeting on Sunday mornings on a weekly basis, regardless of when they finish the building, so that we're not waiting on them to dictate our ministry schedule. So here's the plan. Beginning on September 25th, we are going to relaunch our children's SBF groups, our student SBF groups, and all of our adult SBF groups. Now, we're going to have enough room beginning on September 25th for all of our 815 adult SBF groups to begin meeting on campus upstairs. So if you're an 815 adult group beginning September 25th, you're going to be able to resume your Sunday morning meetings here on the main campus upstairs. Now, for 9:30 and 11 o'clock SBF groups, we have reopened our contract with Ranch View High School during both the 9:30 and the 11 o'clock SBF hour for your groups to utilize. Now, if you're not familiar with Ranch View High School, it is literally less than 1 mile down the street from the church. It's super close. We have a great relationship with them, and they're going to allow us to come in and give us space not only for our students to do Sunday Bible Fellowship down there on Sunday mornings, but for all of our adult groups at 9:30 and 11 o'clock during your normal SBF hour to meet down there for your Sunday morning weekly meeting time. So that will be available for you at the high school beginning September 25th. I know that it's not ideal, but it will give your group an opportunity to meet together on a weekly basis on Sunday mornings for group prayer, fellowship, and Bible study. Our children SBF groups will be meeting on the main campus upstairs. So we will have a SBF groups for your children to attend while you, the adults, are doing SBF down at the high school along with the student ministry. Now, I know there are a couple of questions that may immediately come to mind. The first question you may be asking is, well, our group has really enjoyed meeting in homes during the week and on Sunday nights. Can we just continue to do that until we get into the new building instead of going down and dealing with a meeting at the high school? The answer to that question is yes, you can. Now, if you choose to do that, though, you need to understand a couple of things. First of all, for groups that choose that option, we don't want to use the school, we prefer just to kind of continue doing what we've been doing, meeting at home Sunday nights during the week. If your group has parents with children or teenagers in it, that would mean that those children are not going to receive any Sunday Bible fellowship class or meeting until we get into the new building. And that's going to be really hard for them, especially considering that our children's SBF curriculum is a chronological curriculum. So just understand the strain that that will put on the children of the parents represented in your group. Another thing you need to be aware of is starting September 25th, we're going to resume our Awana and Overflow programs, as well as we're going to start offering some really exciting events for adults on Sunday nights beginning September 25th. So if your group is planning to use Sunday nights as your meeting time in homes, understand that that's going to mean that your people will miss out on some of the neat opportunities and events that we are going to have planned for Sunday nights. But hey, listen, if despite all of that you say, yeah, but we still want to continue to do what we're doing instead of meeting at the school until we get into the new building, that's perfectly okay with me, but I do need to know that just as soon as possible so that I can plan accordingly. Now, another question that you might have is, well, would it be okay if we met during the opposite SBF hour? So maybe you're an 11 o'clock group and you're planning to meet down at the school starting September 25th, but you're wondering, it'd be all right if we did SBF at 9:30 and went to the second service. Can we flip-flop since we're going to be down at the school anyways? The answer to that question is no. We are purchasing a particular number of rooms during each hour, and we're only purchasing enough rooms that we're going to need for those hours, all right? So we're not going to just have unlimited space down there that groups can use. We're going to have particular rooms that we have purchased for those hours, and we're trying to keep the costs down as much as possible. So you will need to meet during your normal SBF hour, whether that's 8:15 at the main campus or 9:30, 11 o'clock down at the high school beginning September 25th. We're also going to need you to attend your normal worship service, whether you're meeting at the school, the main campus, or maybe you choose to meet in homes during the week. We need all of our groups to continue to attend their normal worship service so that we can maintain good balance during our two services. All right? Guys, I want to just thank you so much for your patience during all of this. I know that this has been challenging. I know that this summer and now bleeding into the fall semester, it's put a strain on you as shepherd leaders and on your group. I want to just thank you for your understanding, your patience, your flexibility. We are going to get into this new building, and it's just going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to be communicating to you soon within the next few weeks specific location assignments for your group down at the high school that you can plan on when you meet down there. If you have any questions on any of this, please let me know. But all of that will resume September 25th as scheduled. The only difference is many of us will be down at the high school rather than on the main campus. Let me also take just a couple of minutes here in closing to remind you of a couple of important dates coming down this month, in the month of August. We don't have anything scheduled on the nights of August 7th or August 21st. So those two Sunday nights, 7th and the 21st, we don't have anything scheduled. If your group still wants to do something, get together those weeks, you're of course free to do that. But we'll have nothing scheduled here at the church on those two nights. On August 14th, the second Sunday in August, we do have our third and final round of SBF Family Fellowship scheduled. These are fellowship events we're asking your group to plan and organize for that Sunday evening starting at 5 o'clock. Fellowship events that are family friendly. We will not be offering childcare on that night. We'll be promoting that on Sunday mornings as a way for those not connected to a community group to get connected. So that will be, those family fellowships will be Sunday night, August 14th at 5 o'clock. And then on Sunday night, August 28th, beginning at 5 o'clock, we will offer another SBF childcare. This is a night that we are offering a childcare window from 5 to 9 o'clock p.m. that evening for your group to plan a fellowship event where you can maybe dig in and have more spiritual conversation, prayer, and we'll have childcare available here at the church for you to do that. So that is the month of August for you. Let me go ahead and make you aware of a couple of changes for the month of September. Now, we don't have anything scheduled for the first Sunday night in September. That's Labor Day weekend, September 4th, so nothing scheduled that night. And we're not going to schedule anything for the third Sunday night in September, September 18th. We had originally planned on doing some sort of outreach event that night. That was predicated upon the grand opening of our new building and some events we were going to do. So we're going to go ahead and wait on that outreach event until we do get into the new building. So there won't be anything going on as far as we're concerned on September 18th. Now, we are going to do something the night of September 11th. That is the second Sunday night in September. Right now, we have that docketed as a church-wide game night. We may still do that. We've talked about some other events that we might do. We're finalizing our plans on that. We'll communicate that to you soon. But we will have some sort of church-wide fellowship opportunity planned for your group and for all of our church family on Sunday night, September 11th. And then, of course, our fall schedule will kick off that last Sunday in September, September 25th. Our SBF Leadership Training event, our annual training event, will continue as planned on Saturday morning, September 17th. From 9 a.m. all the way till noon. This is our normal Saturday morning training event that we do every year. That's scheduled for September 17th, and that has not changed. So make sure that date is marked on your calendar. Guys, thank you so much for everything that you do, for your leadership during what has proven to be a challenging and volatile year. I want to just encourage you to remain strong, remain faithful in everything that you're doing. I want to continue to encourage you as shepherd leaders to keep a close watch over your flock during this time in which we're not meeting on a weekly basis on Sunday mornings, making sure that you are vigilant in overseeing the members of your flock during this time. Appreciate you guys. If there's anything I can do for you, or if you have any questions about any of this, please don't hesitate to call me, email me, ask. We want to provide as much clarity as we can. Guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next month.